Hey everybody, welcome back to X4 Foundations. Today we're going to do a quick little video on a problem you may or may not be having. But basically it involves your miners and resource probes. I don't know if it's a bug. I think it's a bug. But it basically causes overmining and the miners not to react properly when this happens. So I kind of noticed it because my refined metals factory here that produces hull parts, the miners stopped coming in and there was just no activity. They were still mining, but when I went to look at their cargo holds and even watch them, there were basically no asteroids. Now, if you notice, I have a resource probe there as well, and in one of the later 3.0 patches, I forget which patch it was, they added the ability for miners to make use of resource probes so they can mine the more high density areas. That's great and all. However, they don't seem to take into account that it's been overmined and they just kind of sit by that resource probe. The resource probe doesn't update, is one problem. It will say the amount that it saw continuously, no matter how much mining you've done there. So, as the first solution, I deactivated the probe. Now, that doesn't seem to have done anything. It still shows the normal information. And my miners, even after I go through and cancel their mining order, still stay in the general area. So, what I ended up doing was flying my Cerberus out there and destroying the resource probe. Now, I could have collected it. That's a possibility, but, did a resource probe. Might as well, I just blew it up. And then, after I went through and deleted all their current mining orders, they redistributed themselves to other parts of the asteroid belt and are now mining properly once again. So, I don't know the proper way to fix this bug is. I think the resource probe should update itself once in a while. So once you put several resource probes around the sector, once the density becomes lower than another resource probe, they'll move on to the next area. Because as of right now, they just think, hey, this is still the best place to be, even though there's no asteroids. Now, asteroids regenerate over time, and that's fine, but they shouldn't just try to hang around there and wait. Because it's not like you can tell the miners to ignore resource probes. I don't think there's an option for that. So they get stuck at that resource probe. So you may not have seen this problem yet, or maybe you have. Hopefully this was helpful. But you may not want to use resource probes to direct your miners until this is fixed, as they will just kind of sit in that area, not doing much good, if any. They pretty much shut down my whole part production for a while, and that hurt my bottom line. We can't have that. We had a nice conference with those pilots and told them to, if there's no asteroids, move along, and destroying the resource probe, of course, helped in the in-game.
Engaged.
All right, that's about all I have. Hope you guys are doing great. Catch you next time.